Weekend tea.
Let's get it started hot. Let's get it started in here. And I actually just played the video, but I will play it again.
Okay.
And hello, hashtag Verse TV family, and welcome to hashtag Verse TV week 163, the weekend tea. And this is how we are closing the week with some weekend tea. And the first video up.
Hey Jack fam, it's Dr. Leo. You're probably seeing monkeypox all over the news lately. Monkeypox is rare, but we're currently experiencing an outbreak. Many of the cases are in cisgender men who have sex with men, so I'm going to share a bit about monkeypox and what you can do to stay safe. Monkeypox is a virus that spreads to humans by rodents and small mammals, and then transmitted from human to human through close contact with saliva, skin sores, and contaminated objects like clothes and bedding. Although not a sexually transmitted disease, the rubbing in close contact that occurs during sex increases the chances of spreading monkeypox. Many of the current cases are in cisgender men who have sex with men, but anyone can be infected with monkeypox and spread it to others. Symptoms include swollen glands, fever, muscle aches, fatigue, and rash that can occur anywhere on the body, although during this outbreak we're seeing many rashes in the general area and around the anus. The sores go through various phases and look like rashes from other diseases, so they can be really tough to identify. So here's what you can do. Number 1, always inspect the workspace, yours and your partner's. If you notice anything concerning, see a doctor. 2, if you develop symptoms concerning for monkeypox, particularly a new rash, contact your doctor or the local health department. 3, if you have close contact with someone who's been tested and confirmed to have monkeypox, you should contact your doctor or local health department as soon as possible, getting a vaccine to prevent monkeypox symptoms. Stay safe, everyone. Hey Jack fam, it's Dr. Leo. You're probably seeing monkeypox all over the news lately. Monkeypox is rare, but we're currently experiencing an outbreak. Many of the cases are in cisgender men who have sex with men, so I'm going to share a bit about monkeypox and what you can do to stay safe. Monkeypox is a virus that spreads to humans by rodents and small mammals, and then transmitted from human to human through close contact with saliva, skin sores, or contaminated objects like clothes and bedding. Although not a sexually transmitted disease, the rubbing in close contact that occurs during sex increases the chances of spreading monkeypox. Many of the current cases are in cisgender men who have sex with men, but anyone can be infected with monkeypox and spread it to others. Symptoms include swollen glands, fever, muscle aches, fatigue, and rash that can occur anywhere on the body, although during this outbreak we're seeing many rashes in the genital area and around the anus. The sores go through various phases and look like rashes from other diseases, so they can be really tough to identify. So here's what you can do. Number 1, always inspect the workspace, yours and your partner's. If you notice anything concerning, see a doctor. 2, if you develop symptoms concerning for monkeypox, particularly a new rash, contact your doctor or the local. 3, if you have close contact with someone who's been tested and confirmed to have monkeypox, you should contact your doctor or local health department as soon as possible, getting a vaccine to prevent monkeypox. Stay safe, everyone.
All right.
It's Dr. Leo.
So, thank you, Dr. Leo, with your fine self. And hi, differently capable. He said hi. Well, we waved. Let's see. So it'll be just this simple. All right. So if you care to join, friend, just send a request and I will bring you right on. Right on. Anyway, bring you right on in. All right. So, as far as, in so much as this, what I explained for myself is I used to feel that when these diseases and stuff would make news and all of that, I'd be like, they're just trying to get people talking, get people watching, get the ratings up because the ratings equal money. And at the end of 2021, I actually got locked in the hospital. And by locked in the hospital, I mean I had to go to the hospital with COVID. And that was not pleasurable at all. And I get it. Like, people make fun of stuff and make light of it, like, oh, you know, like I've even seen Instagram videos where people like dress up like a monkey, like, hey, a monkey pox, it's funny. And it's not really that funny. But, well, no, but it's not really that funny, period. I think it's important to be safe. What else did I say? Yeah. Oh, I wanted to clarify. On the previous show this past Monday, I talked about how I am the type to send sometimes very dirty text to my partner. But even though I send such dirty texts and stuff like that, I really have very little actual sex. And that makes, I've been called a tease before. You know, and if you've been called a tease, wear it with pride, darn it. Wear it with pride. Say, we ain't getting monkeypox over here. Anyway, but yeah, I have been called a tease, but I might talk dirty in text, but I don't actually have a lot of sex. Very relatively little sex. And but my main point for showing this video is know your partner. Just like he said, examine the workspace, kind of making it sound like obligatory sex for pay, but I'm not going to go into that. My voice broke up saying that. So examine the workspace, like he said, where you're going to be working, putting in time. Make sure that there are no rashes down there. Now, I get it. I get it. Because I think about myself and how it's like, it's not easy. Because even and maybe it's good that I'm going first, so Kevin and whoever else wants to join can speak to this. But unless I know it can be difficult. Like if somebody has something strange in their workspace, it can be difficult to ruin the mood after you've already gotten down to the workspace with your face. And it's like, oh, wait a minute, what's this? No, I'm not doing that. That can be difficult. And I guess I'll end my piece with a question. What would you do, Kevin, if you were down on somebody examining their workspace and the workspace had some questionable stuff and they were like, oh, it's nothing? What do you do? I don't know.
Then and start check. But can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Then in that case, I would ask them directly, like no filter, like, okay, what's going on down here? What is this? And it would really be mainly out of curiosity and just trying to figure out what's going on.
What if they said, oh, it's nothing. My balls fell up a flight of stairs this morning.
All right, then in that case, and all right, say whatever you want, but I wouldn't have a choice but to take them at their word.
And that's kind of where we are with it. So it's anyway. Continue. I cut you off.
That was the main point. wouldn't have a choice but to take them at their word. I can't say you lying with
Right.
no proof.
I don't know. It's difficult. Like I very rarely actually, especially for people like me, who very rarely engage in the physical. But when you finally get to that point with somebody, and it's like, okay, this is gonna happen. This is going down. And then if you get down there and it's like, what's
Well,
going on with that? And they're like, oh, it's nothing. My penis fell out of the window. Like just anything, you know? And but they might not know themselves. You
yeah,
know, like you're not gonna go down on them and then be like, oh, wait a minute. I think you might have monkeypox. You might need to call your doctor, dick in hand. You might need to call your doctor. You know, but that's, I don't know. Like what do you do?
then my stance would be, and I say this really to anybody, if you're not comfortable for whatever reason, trust your gut. Don't do it if you're not comfortable with it.
Because your gut's what's gonna have to take it anyway. Anyway, let me stop. Let me stop. If you're doing oral, but that's another story. But yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, that's an answer. That's an answer. People trust your gut and get to know your partner,
Yeah.
because a one night hookup definitely will give you a bull crap excuse like, oh, my cat got herpes. My my outdoor cat got herpes and passed on something like it to me, but it's not contagious. You know, like a one night hookup will give you that kind of excuse. But, you know, get to know your partner. That's the answer for this. Anyway. All right, let's do the next video. And this is a main topic, if you will. And all right, Dr. Leo, I dated a Leo before. Yeah, he was fine. Anyway, well, he is fine, but we're not together, so it's irrelevant. Anyway, Kendall.
Girl, they think you won't shop. They done lost their mind, girl. What the fuck is going on this versus, baby? I done ate two places Alfredo. I didn't comment since 10 o'clock. It's 11:31. I'm telling you, when I put this shit in the motherfucking dishwasher, I'm going to bed. And it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I hope I hear at least one song from the headliner. I heard Sleepy D-Ray is singing. He don't even sing. He do stand-up and stuff and act. Y'all follow my music page, Super Boost. Have a good time on here. Oh my God. I know I can't think, but God dang. I just want to hear is braid my hair right quick. That just reminded me when I was 10. All I want to hear is, when you look at me, I know you see a 15-year-old getting his coat back and forth to the studio. Always for that overtime I'm putting in. We'll go for hours, take a break, and go at it again. You know, my nerves about Valentino and them would knock me off the stage. And they finally got him off the stage, and I was happy. And then I wanted them back on the stage because there wasn't shit going on. And they said, oh, they out here. How about the guy? This audio. Girl, they think you won't shop. They done lost their mind, girl. What the fuck is going on this versus, baby?
Inflation Alfredo. I didn't comment it since 10 o'clock. It's 11:31. I was telling you, when I put this shit in the motherfucking dishwasher, I'm going to the bed. And it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I hope I hear at least one song from the headliner. I am Sleepy. D-Ray is singing. He don't even sing. He do stand-up and stuff. The act. Y'all follow my music page, Super Boost. Have a good time on here. Oh my God. I know I can't sing, but God dang. I just want to hear is braid my hair right quick. That just reminded me when I was 10. All I want to hear is, when you look at me, I know you see a 15-year-old getting his coat back and forth to the studio. It's for that overtime I'm putting in. We'll go for hours, take a break, and go at it again. You know, my nerves about Valentino and them would not get off the stage. And they finally got them off the stage, and I was happy. And then I wanted them back on the stage because there wasn't shit going on. And they said, Usher. Oh, they out here. I'm about to go. This audio.
I love me some Kendall Kendall, and I also love his show that he's starring in, a la carte, and he is playing an openly gay character on that show, and I love it. It's on the All Black app, very cool, and but yeah, he's cool. I love me some him, 'cause I love me some him. But yeah. Okay. So yeah. I didn't put it anywhere in my notes that I was going to talk about this, but I will talk about this. As far as in so much as he again, I love me some Kendall Kendall with his fine self, and I think it's cool that he does that. Anyway, I did say, as is apparent, I understand their lateness getting the show together, because it is not easy to get shows together, no matter who you are. People are not always going to be prompt for various reasons, you know, when it comes to working with different people, you know, various good reasons. But so I give them that excuse for that show running late. And that's what comedians do. Like, I guess they know how to stall for time. Like, he was just singing everything from the 90s. Like, I picked up one of the songs, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not even one of the people who's at the show. But okay, cool. I regret missing it. I do. But I will watch it. And I will say this. I won't name the artist, but one of the headlining artists or one of the featured artists at this event, I used to be in a singing group with a dude who went to high school at the same time he was in high school, in the same area that he was in high school. And he was saying that this guy, who's now a famous artist, at that time, he was openly gay and had a boyfriend, and he was totally open about all of that stuff because they were in different choirs together and got in different choir competitions around the city together. And after he got signed, he went back in the closet though. And it's like, wow, that is something, because considering the time frame, he was really advanced for that time, like part of that first crop of people living their truth at that young age. And it's like,
Mhm.
that's cool. I give him points for that. I hope he's happy. Money does not buy happiness. Nevertheless, I hope he's happy. I hope that he's happy with his life. I hope that he's happy in his love because he deserves it. You know, technically he's still in the closet, but I hope that he's happy. Anyway, because I don't think that celebrities owe us coming out of the closet. I don't think it's the public's business. That if they want to come out and that's the course that they choose, wonderful. For example, I am now openly gay, you know, but that's just me. If somebody, I believe when it comes to people being out, it's really just between them and their partner and their decision. If they choose to not be out, but they don't mind living their truth, and not living their truth like in a closet, like we always have to stay in a bedroom or only for sex. No, but living their truth like, yeah, we can go to restaurants together. Yeah, we can do this together. We can do that together. I'm just not officially telling everybody that I'm this way or this is how I am. I get that. That again, that's not me, but I get that. Anyway, yeah, Kevin.
Yeah, as far as what you just said, in regards to someone being, I guess, in the closet, on some level, depending on their, I guess, profession, I somewhat understand that. In general, not fully. But I will say, and I'm definitely not calling names here, but if he is watching this, he knows who he is. And definitely, I will always say, love you dearly, but like, really, I'm not gonna out him or anything. He could be out or partially out, but that's his business, not mine. In general, really, for the most part, really comes down to whoever the person is. If they want to come up, that's fine. If not, it's a bit of a nuisance, but that's fine also.
All right. I will say, and it's like we've taken this topic about versus battle into being out or in. But I will say that, for example, I used to playfully give Queen Latifah a hard time because I'm like, she's so closeted and so obviously a lesbian. Like it, and there's no way to look like a lesbian. So that's ridiculous. But I'm like, she is a lesbian, but she is so closeted, it's ridiculous. So I used to playfully call her King Latifah and stuff like that to make a point. But she is now, like it's my understanding, at some award show, she actually was like, yeah, and I want to give thanks to my wife. I'm like, darn right, Queen Latifah, you are a queen, okay? And it's not a celebrity's obligation to come out to us. So I would say I was wrong. But I know at the end of the day, my calling her King Latifah had absolutely no impact on her life whatsoever. Like she could have. It was not only water under the bridge, but it was the water that sank into the mud under the bridge. Anyway, but yeah, I think it's cool that she's living openly, and I would love. I've mentioned him before on a show, but I shouldn't have mentioned him by name. But I'll say there are other artists, contemporary artists to this person who I mentioned before, who are also homosexual, but because of the time and their age, they had to be in the closet. Even though, you know, we're young. When I say their age, I think for like this generation, Gen Z, it's pretty like, I don't want to say you might as well be out or you must be out, because again, you can do whatever you want, but you kind of might as well be yourself. Like this generation is afforded that more so than people were before. But now, people are more able to live that truth. Anyway, but I get it. It comes down to your fan base and what do they think, and they're buying your tickets and all that stuff. So if your way is to live in the closet with your husband, whatever, cool. Just like Queen Latifah and her wife, cool.
That's their money.
That's their money, and that's their business.
Right.
You know? Anyway. All right. Oh, did you have anything to say about Kendall Kendall though? And what he was talking about as far as the live?
Not really.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, well, Kendall Kendall is fine, Phione. But speaking of fine, we will get into some more fine with this closing of Weekend Tea. And ridiculous. Okay. See, there's got to be a better way. All right. So, Big Vibe. I hate to sound so much like an older man, but I am a 1983 baby, so I can't help it. Forgive me, I do not recognize that song. I see the title of the video. They said Big Vibe, and I know that what's her name? Lotto has a song for Big Energy, but that's not that song because that song is a sample of Mariah Carey's Fantasy, which I do remember because I was a little kid when that came out. But anyway, oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I don't know the song. Peaches by Justin Bieber. And I was gonna listen to it, but I just don't know it. Oh well. But what do I have to say about it? First of all, Damola is exceptional. I did anyway. He is exceptional. The violinist is Damola. And they are all exceptional, all of them. And the brother on the saxophone had like perfect legs. Like I'm a leg man, but I acknowledge like his legs were like perfect. Anyway, straight up and down. Anyway, like, cause even I'm a little knock-kneed, but whatever. Yes. And I mentioned my crush in college was a saxophone player in the marching band with me, because I was in the marching band too. But something about that saxophone players. And at that time that I came across him is when not Ashanti, but Marie had that song "Why Don't We Fall in Love" with the saxophone riff all throughout it. So I was like, that was having me love the other dude so much, so much. And I also mentioned that when my mom and dad met in the 70s, part of what my mom was attracted to and my dad is that my dad was a saxophonist. And I mentioned that in the 80s and 90s, saxophones in the 80s and early 90s music, pop music, saxophones were almost a requisite. Because like you remember, even Whitney Houston's "I Will Always Love You" had a saxophone breakdown. Like saxophone breakdowns used to just be standard in pop music back then. Not so much now because I won't say why. But anyway, the group, phenomenal. Love them all. They're excellent. Kevin?
Yeah, I will say, just going back to what you were saying about the saxophone player, like definitely back in the day. I'll say maybe late 80s, early 90s. Actually, I don't care what nobody says. It was all about Kenny G.
Yeah.
Because he was doing his thing.
Yeah. I also have to shout out my my frat brothers, Branford Marsalis. Although I don't think he's saxophone, but I remember that song by Shanice in the early 90s. And Shanice said, "Blow Branford, blow Branford, blow." Anyway, but yeah, I think he was doing a saxophone at that time. But yeah, Kenny G is exceptional. Period. Dot at the end of the sentence. That's it. But yeah. All right. Anything else, friend?
Nothing I could think of. I don't believe.
Well, Starboy, Xander, thank you. And everybody who joined us, thank you. We'll see you all next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. But we'll see you Monday for hashtag Verse TV, hashtag The Homeless Talk Show. Every single Monday on... Well, we'll be live on Twitter and Facebook and Twitch. We actually are getting some viewers on Twitch, so that's always a good thing. Anyway, this has been week 163 of hashtag Verse TV. I'm Aaron Mack. You can email me if you want, Aaron Mack at burstv.com, BERSTEAV.com, and everything that we do is at BERSTEAB, hashtag BERSTEAB. Now, where can we find you, Kevin? Basic Complexity at burstv.com.
All right. Thank you. This is Kevin, aka Basic Complexity. I could definitely be fun, definitely under, even though I don't use it often. I am Basic Complexity on Twitter and on another know why I'm forgetting the name of it.
Instagram?
Not Instagram. I don't think. Actually, it might be Instagram also.
That's what we're on right now, friend.
Then, yeah, Instagram. And it was something else, but I can't even think of it right now. But like Aaron just said, definitely on, was it versetv.com?
Basic Complexity at versetv.com is an email address.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yes, then there is an email address where you could contact me if you wanted to. But yeah, that's pretty much my contact info.
All right. Talk to you later, social media family. This has been hashtag VerseTV, week 163. Talk to you later. Weekend tea, closing the week. All right. See you later, friends. See you. Weekend